Hey everybody, Logan here, and back with a video that I didn't think I'd do a follow-up for. And if you guys saw it, a lot of you have, and if you haven't, maybe you want to check it out. But after this one, I did a new DualShock 3 in 2023. So for those of you who've been around a while, you know that the PS3 is starting to show its age. And with that, the controllers are dying. This is going to be your standard DualShock 3. This is the one that came with the system I have. But a lot of people need a replacement for these. And then there's a million different versions you can buy on Amazon, but a lot of them are junk. So I guess what I've kind of been doing is trying to sift through some of this junk to find a decent one. Last year, I covered this one. And it's funny because it looked exactly like a Sony brand. It had all the markings. It had everything you'd want to see on an official PlayStation controller. But it isn't. That being said, I have found at one of my local game stores a new variation of the DualShock 3, but in 2024. Yeah, but that's called the DoubleShock PS3. Huh? Wireless controller. So it looks like a DualShock 3, but it's not official. Now, I've even seen these on my recent trip to London in a CEX location. I got this, I don't quite remember. It was at one of the local game stores that I go to, and I've been to a number of them at the beginning of this year. So I decided to pick this up. My favorite thing was the back. We'll take a closer look at that. But with that being said, I've tried a number of different ones, including one that I got off of Amazon, which is this right here, which looks very similar to this one, but not quite. This one was the first one I bought to replace or to supplement my PS3 DualShock collection because, one, I needed another one. I only had one. So this one looked pretty good. I bought this one. This is one of those janky ones on Amazon. It works. This was before I started the channel too. It works, but the battery dies like that. It has no life. You pretty much got to keep it plugged in. Through one sitting in maybe 30 minutes, the charge is depleted. So again, janky Amazon one. This is what I'm telling you about. So with that being said, we're going to test this one out. Hopefully it has all those standard DualShock 3 features. And hopefully it ain't junk. Here we go. Here is the DoubleShock PS3 DoubleShock PS3 wireless controller. Yes, these are bootleg. Yes, they mimic that original PS3 box in such a beautiful way. DoubleShock PS3 wireless controller. Get closer to the action with the DoubleShock 3 wireless controller. The official controller for the PS3 system. No, it isn't. The comfortable grip, intense vibration feedback, and the intuitive 6-axis motion sensing controls put precision and control firmly into your hands for an immersive gaming experience. Yeah, a USB cable not included. I do have one. I like how it shows the official Sony ones, but this definitely isn't an official Sony one. And yes, if you guys are wondering, this is my PS3 Super Slim 500 gig. This is the one we're going to be testing it on. So this was the original controller from that video I did last year. As you can see, it looks very Sony-ish, very close, but not quite. It does have quite a bit of jank to it. You can see it was originally painted white, and this was like a weird print over it. You could see it's like an odd JPEG, that low res, and then it has that bootleg PlayStation sticker. That is the Amazon jank. PS3 imitation controller that just, at least they weren't trying. See, Bluetooth DualShock PS3. That's great. DualShock. So we have those over there. We'll put those to the side. And then, of course, this is the original one that I still have. I haven't had my PS3, this version, for a long time. I traded in mine a number of years ago when the PS4 came out, of course, and now that I'm collecting again, I still have it. With that being said, let's open this up. Wow, that doesn't want to cut. There we go. And that's not a dull blade. Well, at least they didn't try. They knew it was bootleg. It feels very similar to this one. Very similar in terms of weight. This one's heavier than this one. And the PlayStation, the official one, is significantly heavier. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't feel bad. The sticks are all right. Buttons are a little stiffer. This one's older, though. This one has been through the ringer. The D-pad's a little stiff. This one's softer. The sticks feel better. Yeah, that feels real janky. Like, this feels like crap. I didn't expect it to be anything but. Wow, this one actually looks a little better in terms of build quality. But P3, the weird ones, this was a rather cheap controller. If I'm not mistaken, it was around $15. You can buy variations of this same one on Amazon for around $10. I've seen them. But at least they're not trying to market it on the controller as an official Sony controller like this one did. But this one has an amazing, fantastical battery life. I haven't charged it since I've done that video. It stayed in standby and it still works. So that should tell you something. I have been using it lately because I wanted to boot up some PS3 games, and unfortunately, some of them don't work. They got old. It's what it is. Disk rot, don't know. Something happened, but some of them don't work, some of them do. So we're going to test this out. We're going to, sadly, do it the old school way. Point the camera at the TV. Why? Because PS3 is dang near impossible to capture footage. I don't have any way to do it. So, kicking it old school. Okay, so here we go. It had a little bit of a charge when I plugged it in right out of the box, so that's a good thing. I had to find a game that had motion controls because I didn't know if I had any. The one I had, like I said, wasn't working. So I found this one, and this is Fatal Inertia. Let's try this out. I did go into the options, and if you go controller 1 settings, motion sensor high. Okay, so we're going to try this out because that's one of the first things that people ask. After that, we're just going to try out the regular controls and see how that feels. So the controller actually does not feel that bad. I was really surprised at how it feels in the hand when you're navigating menus and such. But the important part is this part, the gameplay. All right. Ooh, ooh. Oh, oh. Let's restart the race. All right, let's not do that. Let's hold the controller still because it just started going all wonky whatnot there. So let's just hold it still. It doesn't work. Let's quit the menu Now I'm going to put the motion controls down to low. So all it wants to do is turn to the right. Change the settings down to low. We're going to try this again. Here we go. Motion controls don't work. They're broken. Whatever's in here that recognizes the 6-axis does not work. Broken from the get. So let's go back to the menu and we're going to try it with regular controls. Try it again. This time, no motion controls. Let's hope this works. Everything else seems to be fine. All right, so everything else seems to be fine on this controller. It seems to work fine, just not motion controls. The sticks work fine. I don't feel any input lag. There might be, but in just terms of overall feel, it's okay. Don't buy this if you're looking for something that has 6-axis. Just don't. I would say try to find another one or the official Sony one if you want it. I would not recommend this. So, yeah, what can I say? Don't buy it. If you want motion, if you want something simple, just to play your standard games with regular controls, go ahead, but nothing with motion controls. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Hopefully this helped you out. And now you know whether or not to purchase the DoubleShock 3. Like I said, I've seen these here in the States and over in the UK when I was visiting over there. So with that being said, there you go. There's your review on it. Now you know. Thank you guys so much for watching again. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.